Last time on the Fermentation Diaries. I might just make the same amount of dough again, and instead of cutting it in half, just doing the whole thing and making a bread that's like this height. And now, 5 days later. I mixed a new batch of banquo dough yesterday, and then last night, after letting him rest for somewhere between 6 and 10 hours, I loaded him into the loaf pan, and then I put the loaf pan in the oven overnight, like not on. I put him in an off oven overnight, and he's huge now. Da 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 da. Oh my, oh no, no, no. Oh no!
The plastic wrap is part of the bread now.
Oil your plastic wrap, folks. So we want to maintain the bubbles is the main thing. I doubt this will completely ruin it. That's not bad, all things considered. That could have gone a lot worse. Plastic wrap is my mortal enemy, and someday I will vanquish it. But not today. Today it won. So I need to cut the slice in the top of the loaf to let it rise properly. And the last 3 times I've done this, it's been very sticky, which has messed up with it. So I'm just going to spray the knife with non-stick spray and see if that makes it easier. Nope, this did not make it easier.
Look at that bubble.
Oh my God. I should pop that, right?
I don't know.
I think I should pop it or it's gonna burn.
You're the expert.
Well, think of like pizza crust, right? In pizza crust, if there's a big bubble, it's burned. And I don't want this to burn, so I'm gonna... Sorry, Banquo. So first, I've had a pan heating up in there. I'm gonna pour this water into it, so it's going to create steam, and that's going to help a nice crust develop on the outside of the banquo loaf to make bread. I forgot I was gonna do that. And now since Banquo's so huge, I'm gonna position him right over the pan because I'm a little afraid he'll spill out. So, see you in 20 minutes, buddy. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. He definitely needs more time because the instructions have it at 475 until the outside is completely brown. And then we'll drop the temperature to 275 to cook the insides. It's a lot like making choux pastry, which I don't make real choux pastry, but for Passover we have these matzah meal popovers that I make every year, and it's the same sort of thing. Really high temperature to start, build up that crust, and then cook the middle through. So 5 more minutes. Ooh, that's what we want. Look at that nice strong crust. So that crust color, it's going to get stronger as we bake through the middle, so I am going to turn down the oven. Bread is done, according to the internet, when it reaches 190 internally, and this is a huge loaf of bread. So we really don't want it to be raw in the middle like the first loaf that I made, because if it's like that was like, you know, it didn't kill us to eat that. If this is raw in the middle, it's gonna kill us. So I'm gonna use my thermometer. The air is now getting very warm because the oven's hot. Okay, I'm gonna stick it into the middle then. As you can see, it says 130, no, lower than that, 125. Still dropping in the center there. Wow, it's under 100 inside, so it's very much still dough.
Hi folks, Rose here, Shayna's friend and part-time camera person. She had a meeting in the middle of filming this video, so I'm in charge of Banquo for the time being. Pray for me. Oh yeah, it's warm enough. I am very happy to say that I did not destroy Banquo. He is perfectly fine. Just look at him.
He looks so good. You did a great job.
Thank you. I really hope I didn't mess up.
No, you did. You're fine.
What's the verdict?
Oh, he cooled a little bit.
Yeah.
In the pan, so it's a bit soggy on the outside now. Yeah, I'm gonna let the condensation evaporate for a little bit and then we will cut into him and see how we did. It's time. Let me tell you, that cut really nice. Yes. That is so good. Oh my God. And that's so heavy, but to still have a pretty dang good inside, I am so happy with that.
It smells good too.
I know. Oh, that sourdough, baby. I'm gonna cut us a slice. It's massive. I can't believe we cooked all the way through. Okay. That could be a supermarket slice. Oh my God.
How is it?
That's the best one yet. I can't tell if it's just a tiny bit underbaked or if it's just not fully cool yet, because it's still a little bit like moist, but maybe that's a good thing. Oh my God, the sourdough flavor. Oh, and the texture, it's so, you know what it's like? It's when you go to like a really good like steakhouse dinner for graduation and they bring those like freshly baked breads and they're so moist and they're steaming inside. That's what this reminds me of. You know what? This was worth the effort. I'm gonna say it. This was worth it. I'll do it again. So, what did we learn? I think the most important lesson for me was patience. I never thought of myself as a particularly impatient person, but I think all of the mistakes that I made came down to not having enough patience. I decided that I had to put the bread in the oven even though I knew I had a dinner reservation coming up. I had to put the hot, boiling water into the bread because I thought that I threw some ice cubes in, so it must be cool enough. I got so impatient with having to feed the starter every day for 4 days. Like I was exhausted by day 4. By day 4! How am I going to do a wild yeast? Oh my gosh, that's like 9 days. I need to have patience with myself when things go wrong. When I realized I didn't have flour, or that I had the wrong flour, or when I realized I'd already boiled my yeast. I just went with that. And you know what? It's fine. I learned a lot. One thing I didn't realize about this process of starting hobbies over again is I don't have the experience with them that I used to. I'm out of practice, and you can't actually learn certain skills by just watching YouTube videos or reading instructions. You actually have to do them. And that's definitely been proven to me with this whole process that I've been through. I'm really grateful for it. I'm so grateful that we did end up with a loaf that works, a delicious loaf that's gonna be breakfast, lunch, and dinner, most likely. So what's next? Obviously, I still have Banquo. I'm going to keep him alive as long as I can. My goal is for him to outlive me. But anyway, so I'm gonna continue feeding him and then using the product of that feeding to create more bread. So while I might not do another video, I'm definitely going to have more of this. And if you want to see it, follow me at Shayna Cravat on Instagram. Thank you for following along this adventure. I'll probably check back in like 6 months or something, and you know, keep an eye out for when I eventually do that wild yeast video. And I still have that kombucha kit my husband got me for Christmas, so we're not done. The Fermentation Diaries will not end here. If you have anything that you want me to make or learn, please comment it down below. And until next time, cheers!